Live with Lisa. Welcome back, shall we say. Welcome back from her 2-week hiatus. Here's Lisa.
Yep, we've been away for a little while. Nick and I just took a 680-mile motorcycle trip to Michigan. We took the car ferry over and landed in Ludington, spent the night there in Ludington, then drove to Charlevoix, stopped a few places along the way, and then the next day we drove up over the Mackinac Bridge, right, Nick? How'd you like that bridge?
Hated it.
Yeah, so Nick's kind of a little chicken about going over that bridge, but he made it. All's good. And we drove like 400 miles yesterday to come home, but it was a lot of fun, and it was a beautiful day, great day for a trip. And then another little story I want to tell you about while people are getting on. So as you get on, say hi so we know you're here. But last weekend, I had a little scare. I was in the garden doing a little bit of cleanup, and I poked my finger here with a little rose thorn, and I didn't think anything of it. And then we had the grandbabies over on Saturday night, and about midnight, my finger was like swollen and throbbing and going down my hand and into my wrist. So I woke Nick up and said, I'm going to the emergency room, and they gave me an antibiotic. So swelling's all down, and now I can stitch, and not a problem. So all is good. And Nick says people are jumping on, so here we go. So I was in finishing mode. That's the reason why I kind of stayed away. I needed to finish a couple of the summer block of the week projects, not problems. Yeah, problems. Yeah. So the one behind me here is my version of the piece summer block of the week called Check Me Out. And it features kind of a 1-inch grid and then a 3-inch block. So I'm thinking from where you're looking at it, you're seeing the pattern, but it's one of those quilts where it's kind of mushy close up. And I wanted it to have like the look of an antique quilt that they use whatever they had. Like not every fabric is perfect in this quilt. Like some are a little iffy, like should I use this or shouldn't I use this? And that was kind of done on purpose. So it didn't look like it was so planned. And there is a scrappy version, colorful scrappy version of this as well that the girls are finishing up. But I just want to point out that, I'll save that for later. But you can kind of see where the light space is, where the 3-inch block ends up. And there are 72 blocks. And then it kind of makes this little checkerboard in the middle. So that's why we called it Check Me Out. But I got that not done. If you can see the edges, I don't know, but there's no binding on it. So it's kind of just up there on a pinned sleeve, but I will get that binding on and this will be done. And of course we used the Baptist fan, and Nick, you want to get a little close up of the quilting on this? Luke has quilted it.
Sure, I would
in
love
a nice,
to.
I would say, medium blue binding. I have that somewhere here around the outside, and that one will be done. And then the other one that I finished is called Live a Thankful Life, and that is the wool summer block of the week. And that so this one right here, I think that you guys, we shipped out the last 2 shipments at the same time, so you'll get 13 and 14 this week. It all kind of went out. And then for the wool one, we had to skip a couple weeks due to a couple little issues. I can't even remember what they were anymore, but something or another, like the sashing took us a while to cut. So this one is a 15-week summer block of the week, and it's all done. Super excited. It turned out really good.
We lost some sound, so you're gonna have to, just as we lost some sound, so you might want to talk about that.
Okay, I'll talk about that at the end if you remind me, Nick. Okay, so can you hold that up for me, because this is going to be a big quilt, and you can kind of stand back.
I'll hold it up and you grab that.
Okay, all right. I don't know how this is going to work with two of us here,
Grab
but we're going to go like this. Okay, I don't know why we lost sound there, but hopefully we're going to be good now. Uh-oh. Oh, here we go. All right. So when I picked it up, I pressed, do you want to end? No, I don't want to end. So here is the full 4 borders on Live a Thankful Life. I know there's a ton of you doing this, so I'll give you a couple little close-ups. Your arms are getting sore. Too bad. All right, so there they all are, all done, ready for Linda to quilt. And Linda is coming on Saturday. So her and I are going to do a live on Monday for you. So mark your calendars, 1 o'clock on Monday. Linda will be here with me, and we will be doing a live on Monday. So that's Live a Thankful Life. And just another little note on that one. We will be shipping. So I think we shipped out border 2 this week. And then what we're going to do with this one is you're going to get the last 2 borders in one last shipment. So that'll help us out a little bit, because we have a ton of shipping coming up, because guess what? Redwork Gatherings is on its way to our shop. Moda has shipped it. So the wait is almost over, and I appreciate all your patience. I know a couple of you were super nice about say, hey, where's my Redwork Gatherings? Nobody was crabby or nothing like that. As soon as I explained that it didn't come in yet, everybody's like, okay, no problem. I just didn't want to forget about it. So that was really cool that nobody got too upset about that, because it is like a month late. So we appreciate the fact that you were very understanding with that. Okay, so now that you saw the summer projects that were my responsibility to get done, the freebie is next. I'm going to show you. Oh, one last thing. I want to, if those of you who aren't doing our summer block of the weeks or some of our patterns, if you haven't seen lately on these big projects, I just want to show you that in the pattern, we give you like the full layout. Every single piece that you tape together in our pattern. So when you see that, you know, the price of those patterns, because it's like this thick, this is why, because we give you the full layout, and we don't just give you the shapes. And some of you can probably attest, or you can comment on how nice that your patterns are with some of these big projects that we're doing. It's really nice to have all the shapes in a box, so you know it's going to fit on the size of wool that we give you. And we try our best to give you like the best patterns possible. Okay, now on to the freebie finishing. So everybody who does the summer block of the week gets a little free block in their shipment each week. Or if you place an order, you might have gotten a random block with us. And that's one of our freebies. So anytime you place an order or come into the store, we cut a ton of those blocks and we give everybody one. And I don't want to show you it all, but I'm going to give you a little peek. I'm just ready to start putting on my applique border. It's an inner border. And then out here is a pieced triangle border that looks really cool. But do you see how I wrote this on here with magic marker, the fine tip? All right. So it says, wherever you go, bring your own sunshine. So I can't wait to show you what color threads I'm going to use for that. and I picked them out today. So I will be stitching on
Can
this.
you show the bottom? Come
Nick's,
close and show
Nick's
the bottom.
I wasn't going to show the whole thing.
You got to come closer because you can't see the writing. Now
All
go
right.
up. Yeah, there you go. You can barely see it, but it's there.
Yeah, it's there. It's for me to stitch. And then there's some wool applique flowers out here as well. Some really simple ones so that it doesn't like overtake the whole design. And you're going to get in your kits this week. You're going to get a little piece of paper there reminding you to order your finishing kit if you choose to do so. And that comes with all of the half square triangle papers, the background, the wools, the binding, everything that you're going to need to finish that out. So don't forget to order your freebie finishing kit so we know how many to order for that background, and we can start dyeing wools as soon as you get those in. And I think it's $40 and it's $10 if you just want the pattern. So we don't charge you for the pattern if you order the kit. So that really helps us out a lot. So we kind of give you something free if you order the kit, so we can make up for all those freebie kits that we cut each week and gave to you free. So that's how we kind of recoup a little bit, but you know, you got to make some money sometimes to keep the doors open. All right, so that's Jeter. He's letting us know the geese are honking outside or whatever. And Nick's yelling at him like again. Okay, so one of the things coming up, so I'm just going to kind of randomly talk about a bunch of things that are happening because there's so much. And if I forget something, I will save it for the live with Linda, so not a problem. But one thing new, brand new, is this book called Cakewalk.
Huge glare.
Huge glare. Okay, how about if I go over here? Can you turn it? All right, so this is called Cakewalk. And another compilation book from Moda Designers. Lisa Alexander gets us all together. And of course, I have a quilt in here. But this is for layer cakes. So if you have layer cakes and need something to use them up with, this is a great idea. So here's my quilt. And I used Indigo Gatherings for this. And guess what? I have this quilt here. It's beautifully quilted by Val.
Are those anchors?
They are anchors in there, yes. All right, so if you order this book, one of you is going to win another cool book by Meg Hockey. And this is called Blooms and Blossoms. Again, we all know how great Martingale's books are. And Meg is doing a ton of embroidery work in this book. So we're going to pick a winner of somebody who orders Cakewalk. You're going to get 2 books with Cakewalk. Okay? Now I'll show you my quilt in the book. I wish I could sell you a kit, but guess what? The Indigo Gatherings are all sold out, all the pre-cuts. But that doesn't mean that you can't make this quilt. Like a red work gathering, you could make it in red and white with red work gatherings with a layer cake. But didn't Val do an awesome job of pushing down that fabric by the anchors with just an up and down, filling that in? So this is a layer cake and some yardage of a Bella Solid. And the Bella that goes with this fabric line is 182 porcelain. I just love this. And this one has been washed already. So I used the prints in the layer cake in the 9 patches. So I did use a lot of the layer cake. And then that little inner border is 1 inch cut, so 1/2 inch finished. Super cute, right?
Even I knew what that was.
Yeah. So this is one of the quilts, my quilt in Cakewalk. And I do have a layer cake to give away. So I think we'll have to figure out a way to give away this layer cake. Because like I said, that could easily be made in red and white. And Jessica, who's in the group here tonight, she is going to randomly pick a winner. Who's going to get this? So lots of comments. So she could randomly pick a winner. I think that's a good way to do it. I do have a couple other prizes, so hang on.
If they wanted to order that book,
It's on the Live with Lisa, I'm pretty sure. I asked Judy to put it on. I told her I was going to talk about that. So remember that anything I should talk about today should be in the Live with Lisa, and I will on the website, or type in cakewalk and it should come up in the search engine. Okay, now Saturday is National Jelly Roll Day. So also in the Live with Lisa are jelly rolls that we have in the store in stock, and I believe there's a sale on those as well. And I think there's a bunch of stuff going on for National Jelly Roll Day. I think a bunch of free patterns out there, and one of them is really cool that I wish I had time to do. So I think if you go to a shop, they will have them. I don't know, just let me know if we have downloads for those that I can put on my blog on Saturday. But we will have something on my blog on jelly rolls on Saturday. So look for that. Okay, so as long as we're talking about things that you can do, I want to know if you've heard about the new stitch along called Socialites from the Fat Quarter Shop. And I believe I can share my 2 blocks. If I can't, I hope I don't get in too big of trouble. But what's cool about Socialites, here's my pattern. I can't show you a lot, but you can make them 3, 6, or 9. So I'm using Urban Gatherings right here, and I make a 9-inch, and then I'm using the Bella Solids to do the 3-inch. So that's what I'm going to be doing, and this starts September 25th. So look for those on the Fat Quarter Shop, and then I will be posting my blocks on my blogs as well. Hi, Jeter. Come say hi. And I don't want you to forget about the Moda blockheads that's going on right now. Here, I don't think I showed you my little 1-inch star in the middle of one of the Moda blockheads. If I did, I can't remember. So I'm sorry, but that's a 1-inch little star in there. And I am behind 1 block. So this one was 35. Today was 36, or this week was 36 on Wednesday. And when I went to look for my block, I must have taken it out of my folder, and I don't know where I put it. So I have to find it to make it. But I was gone this week. But this is what I was going to show you before. Come on, Nick. So I did a test block for that little 1-inch 8-pointed star. And what I like to do is in the 29th block, I always, if I can, do something a little crazy. And the 29th block was Lance's birthday. So if you look, there's 8 in a row, row 3, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Right here is where I put my test 1-inch star block. So I added this to my quilt to make my quilt stand out or different or memorialize Lance in that quilt. So it's kind of fun when you can do things like that. So my little 1-inch test block did not go to waste. You just showed them my messy porch.
I just showed them my dog.
Oh, well, right? Oh, well. Okay. So remember, leave lots of comments because I have a honey bun and a charm pack of red work as well. And either, I'll say 1 to throw in an order, and then Jess is going to pick the layer cake one for the layer cake book. Or let's do this different, Jessica. Let's give the layer cake away to somebody who orders the book. So we have 2 prizes, a Meg Hockey book and a layer cake for anybody who orders Cakewalk. And then we have a honey bun and a charm pack to give away on the live today, Jess, okay? All right. So what is up next? I got my little notes ahead. Okay. So another thing that's going on is the mystery Christmas Carol group. If you don't know what that is, we did a project earlier this year where each designer did a Christmas Carol and we made it into a block. And now what's going on is each designer is doing a Christmas project. So what's the deal with the project? So we show you our project, and the project is a kit. And if you buy the kit, you also get an 8-inch little village block. So that block is free when you purchase the kit for the project. Now I know everybody can't always purchase every kit. I get that. It's just how it is. But I also want you to know that if you just want the pattern, instead of doing it free, we as a group thought, well, let's just do $1 download for our free, our otherwise free pattern. Let's see how many people will support us and give us $1 for our pattern. And let me tell you, there's some great patterns. So just for $1 to support that designer, you get a beautiful pattern and you help support her for all the time she's given you something free. So kind of keep that in mind. There has been a little, we don't really know how it's going over. It's not like, when you have a group of like 12,000 or 10,000, whatever's in that group, and you get like 200-300 downloads, it kind of makes you feel kind of but hopefully that'll pick up and the word gets spread around that we are doing that. So there's some fun stuff. So it's the Mystery Christmas Carol group on Facebook for that. And I just saw who am I thinking here? Debbie Busby's cute pattern, and Rhonda had a really cute pillow. And then today, Kathy Cardiff shared, or this week, Kathy Cardiff, I just looked at it today, sorry, shared some gift card holders. So really cute pattern. So go support those designers and pay $1 for their download. It'll make their day. All right. Okay, now back to some shop news from Primitive Gatherings. I talked a little bit about the Live a Thankful Life and the Peace Summer Block of the Week being done and finished, but now they're up on the website for Block of the Months. So those two, I don't know if we have any interconnected left. Jess will let us know if we have any interconnected, which was the hand piecing project for a Block of the Month. But then we also, Rose got together the Moon Garden Block of the Month. And if you don't know what that is, that was a stitch along we held about 1.5 years ago. So I will show you that. So if you're going to go through wool withdrawal here pretty soon and you missed out on Moon Garden, I'll show Moon Garden next. What's going on, Nick?
Holy man. Lots of things happening right now. Somebody wanted you to comment about the anchor bed or the couch, and someone wants to know about what's that on the hanger.
Okay. All right. So the hanger is a little quilt made with indigo gatherings from the scrap. It's the pineapple ruler, and we're going to talk about that in one of our lives coming up, because I'm going to do a pineapple demo on the pineapple ruler from Creative Grids. So that's a little mini made out of the scraps of the indigo gathering quilts, and that was made by Dawn Cornell. So she's super cool. She loves minis like I do, so she made that for us. And Nick, why don't you tell them about the anchor couch?
It used to be my bed in high school.
So when Nick's parents passed away, I saw that couch, and it was like hideous 70s brown and I don't know what color. And it's a twin fold-a-bed. So I took it and had it recovered for the Lakehouse. So he now has his bed that he had as a child in our porch here, and we pull it out, and like Addie slept on it during our family weekend. So it's super cool that we have that. And I guess the answer is no to we don't have any more of the kits for Interconnected. That's the hand piecing block of the month that we usually try to cut enough, but that one was super cool, and we sold out of that. And if we have any, it would probably just be enough for a full kit or two. So Nick, I want to show Moon Garden. So this starts as a block of the month in our store.
They want to see the couch one more time.
Okay, but just don't show all the other stuff I threw over there.
It doesn't matter. That is the most comfortable pull-out couch in the world.
It is not as hard as a rock.
It's perfect.
That's because I put a new mattress on it.
Did you really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Sneaky little thing.
Well, you didn't want that old mattress. Okay. All right. So if you hold this up, it's a round quilt. Hang on. Okay, here we go. All right, we found the other one. I just grabbed the wrong one. Both black quilts. So here, you get it hung up, and I'll grab this. Okay. So he's holding it up. This is Moon Garden. Sorry about that there. So it is 12 basket blocks and then a wool border. And there's some really fun detail on here. So just hold it up, Nick. Let me just show some bullion knots here. Okay. And some chain stitch here. And some drizzles. We still have to do a video on drizzle stitches and bullions, I think, or one of them we need to do. So here is, look at this, is all wool scallops. Okay. So this is going to be a block of the month that we just put up on the website. So if you're interested in making this, it's all one background. We have one that had different backgrounds. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So we will be able to sell the templates for Interconnected, right, Jess? We will have those ready for you. The pattern and the templates, so you can do your own fabrics, but we won't have a kit for it to run as a block of the month. Okay, so some more shop news. The wool boxes, I think I said the wool boxes are gone. They're out the door. We should be getting them this week coming up. What are you looking at me like that for? He always makes faces at me. And then we are taking orders for our holiday box. Now our holiday box is a special edition box that anybody can jump in on. It's $150 retail, and we include shipping, and it's $100. So it's a super great deal. If you want to reward yourself, give yourself a present that comes just for you, that you don't know what it is, because don't you, at Christmas time, when you're the one that buys all the gifts, isn't it kind of wah when, you know, you're the only one that gets a gift that you already know what it is, but this you won't know what it is. Okay, so I'm moving right along. Remember, if you have any questions that you have for me, let Nick know.
When does Moon Garden begin?
Jess, when does Moon Garden begin? Probably now or October, one of the two. I think we're ready for it. We're way ahead on it for the kit, so I think we have like 7 months already cut for it. So we're doing really good on that. Okay, couple things here. Let me just get a drink. I want to just remind you that on our website, our American Gatherings is on for pre-order. And this is the one I'm going to do that stitch along with. So you're not going to want to miss out. And each fat quarter tower that we sell, we are donating $10 to Hogs for Heroes. And I'm still going to talk a lot about that coming up. I don't know if these are all the projects we are working on. This is a kit called Our Flag Stands for Freedom. Nick, can you see this?
Yeah.
No? So this is a kit that comes in a Moda box. I almost fell on my butt. Okay. So you see this one? This is a kit that comes in a pretty box from Moda. And then here's a little bit of all the quilts that are coming in American Gatherings. This is a book that you can order. I will show you a couple quilts from the book. And I am still working on these quilts. This one doesn't have the binding on yet. And okay. So this is a nice little pieced block quilt. I believe they're about 6 inches. So it's just 2 blocks. It's pretty easy. So here's one block here. Here's the other block. See that? Just one's a regular 8-pointed star. The other one is a star in a square and a square. So that's one of them. And then I'm going to show you this one again next week when Linda's here, because she quilted this one.
I love this quilt.
Yeah, this is awesome. So this is like 5 mini charms and 1 background. So this Linda just sent back, so you can see her awesome quilting. And I picked a brighter background for this one because I wanted these to show up, the light ones as well. So I think I used Bella 200 on this, and we will have kits for these. Or if you have a bunch of mini charms from previous red, white, and blue fabric lines, this is my 3rd, I believe. There was Old Glory. There was, this is number 4, Liberty Gatherings. There was Star and Stripe Gatherings. And now this is American Gatherings. So here's a cute table runner in the book as well. Thank you, Nick. Quilted by the boys already and done. Okay. So remember our stitch along. Don't forget to order your fat quarter tower. And that's this. Okay, so what do we have left? Jess is going to kill me because I always forget something. But Nick, do you have any questions? October is for Moon Garden. We're waiting for the black fabric to come in. That was Jessica's answer on that one. Do you have questions?
I do not have it. Is the book available now?
Not yet. We're still making the quilt. So when we make the quilts, so when I do a book, I write all the patterns, and then we make the quilts and test the patterns. What's that?
Kathy says, OMG, Nick looks great. Well, how do you do? Well, thank you, Kathy.
Huh?
Mugs?
Oh. So we also, I believe, have put up our holiday mug for this year on the website for a pre-order. That helps us not order too many. It helps us get them in on time and get them to you before Christmas. So look for that mug. I will do a blog post with all the things I talk about here, and to make sure you have some live links if you can't find them. What? You want to see Jeter?
They want to see
Okay,
Jeter.
show him Jeter.
Jeter, what's this? Can you say hi? What's that?
Yeah, he's hanging out with us tonight. Okay, so some of you are maybe watching this on YouTube. It's great. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like. Make sure you leave us a comment. I love reading the comments. And those of you who are watching it live, you can always go back and watch it again if you missed something. But it'd be cool if you watched it on YouTube, because we get for the more subscribers we get, I think we get like less ads or better ads, or who knows what we all get. But it helps the more people who view it on YouTube.
Well, we'll subscription boxes ever start over for the new people to order?
What do you mean by start over?
That's all it says.
So the beginning of the year is a kind of a new start for the wool box. Everlasting is ending, and we'll be talking about Everlasting when Linda is here. She will probably be bringing it. I'm kind of fingers crossed, hoping she brings Everlasting with her. But that project is ending, and that was like a 2-year project. So we will be starting something else in our come January. In that box, we will be starting another ongoing project. But I think we are full right now with how many subscribers we can have, because we can't just have an unlimited amount. But Jessica will tell me when you can jump on, because sometimes people will drop out for various reasons, obviously. So she lets you know when you can jump on. And just so you know, we are putting our t-shirt order in. So this is final last call for the Stitch with Lisa t-shirts. That order is going in. So get those in. I can't wait to get mine. I waited till the end. Okay, Nick has another question for me.
Will the Stitch Along be on your blog on the Stitch site?
The Stitch Along will be on my blog. And we will talk about it all the time on the lives, on the Stitch group. You're going to see it all over the place. It is a free pattern. The pattern is free. I just want you to buy this fat quarter tower to support my charity and to support the fact that I'm going to give you that free pattern. And I just want you, that's how we're doing it. So I want you to have fun with it and stitch along.
We do have some winners.
Okay, Jessica has picked a winner.
2 of them.
Okay, so you're going to give me their names?
I'm writing them down.
All right. So if you have any last questions, it's kind of last call here. Let me just go through my list here.
How long does it take you to piece the quilt top?
Wow. Kind of depends. Something like that took me all summer. But I also am hand stitching other things. So the one I have to admit, like the biggest thing that helps me piece fast is my Juki sewing machine. It sews probably twice as fast as any normal sewing machine. And we're just sewing. So if your machine sews twice as fast, you get twice as much done. And not that fast is good, but fast can be good when you need to get stuff done. So it's a toss-up. So I'm not saying you gotta, sew your brains out all the time, but when you're just sewing squares together, it's pretty easy.
Christmas tree skirt.
Is it available? Not forget about that Christmas tree skirt. Okay, so Linda and I are going to be live on Monday, and then Tuesday we might be live from the shop. So that's when we're going to do some stuff from the store. And the tree skirt will be ready. Darcy, I just saw her over the weekend. I think she may be ready to show it. And we probably will have to show it without the back on, but no big deal, right? But we did not forget about it. Don't you worry.
I'm looking. There's a lot of them that I can't. Will there be a new quilt started in the wool?
Yes, in January. Yeah.
Don't see mugs on the website.
Jess, can you post a link for the mugs on the website?
Do you use a 1/4-inch foot? You do not.
Well,
you have a piece of tape down.
Yeah. So here's the thing. I started sewing before they had the 1/4-inch foot, and I used to sew with the 1/4-inch foot, but I think I wear my 1/4-inch foot out. It loosens up on me all the time, and then all of a sudden I realize that my fabric's slipping under it. So I just like to stitch up against a pile of tape. And what I mean by that is like 10 layers of like washi tape, and then I cut a nice straight edge on it, and I plunk it right down where my scant 1/4 inch is, and then I just sew to that all the time.
Any Christmas projects for the 6-inch clipboard?
I know I have the snowman ones. Once now that the summer blocks of the week are over, I'm working on my project for the mystery group. I'm working on a fall design that I'm going to do free in my group for you guys. It's kind of a big pillow like this. We will round out those trio of for the little clip stands. I don't know to get it quite done for Christmas, but I'll try.
Will you please post a link for the t-shirts?
Okay, so
I think there's one on there, right?
There is. If you can do, there's 3 different style of t-shirts. There's the raglan, like 3/4 inch tee. There's a short sleeve V-neck, and then there's a long sleeve tee. So if you go on our website, type in t-shirt, it'll come up. It's under the pre-orders in the icons. So they are there. And like I said, we're going to give you, on Monday we're ordering. So on Monday they're coming down and there will be no more. And then 2, there is a Motor Blockhead t-shirt on there as well. So make sure you know the difference because it's the same 3 shirts for the Motor Blockheads as well as the Stitch with Lisa shirts.
Here's a good question.
They're all good.
When do you sleep?
Well, sometimes I sleep really good and sometimes not so good. Like today I was up at 3 and I said to Nick, I could take a nap right now because I'm kind of tired, but I don't know why. Sometimes I only need like 4 or 5 hours of sleep. It's nice if I get 6. I think I'm more productive if I get 6, but.
If someone already ordered a shirt, can they change their size?
Sure. You'll have to call though. Call the shop and we're going to add a couple different sizes to the most popular sizes. Like we're probably not going to add any more smalls or stuff like that, but we will add a couple for insurance in case something gets awry or if somebody needs to exchange one.
Okay. Kirsten says, you have a Wisconsin store and a California store. Please open a store on the East Coast.
That's not going to happen, dear. Sorry. We have one. Just open up your computer or your phone and we are right there for you.
Is it wintertime?
What's wintertime? Yeah. Okay, so the winners. All right, so let's do Honey Bun. Oh, winner of red work. Yeah, the red work. The Honey Bun is Linda Slauson, and the Charm Pack is Bobby Dahl. All right, you 2 are the winners. I will get these to Jess. If you want to email the shop or message either me or Jessica, we will get those in the mail to you. It's really nice if you place an order, then we could just ship it along with that. But we will get those out to you, not a problem. So don't forget about the Cakewalk book. That's the newest Moda compilation book. And each time we do a live, I'm going to introduce a new book for you because there's some really cool books coming out. And I want to support those authors and Martingale because they have such fabulous, fabulous books. So don't forget about the Meg Hawley book. You can order that as well. We're just not giving that away free. That is on our site too. So Cakewalk and what was that? Blooms and Blossoms. What's the name of that other book, Nick? It's right by you.
What?
That book right there.
Blooms and Blossoms. That is correct.
I did good. So those are 2 new books that are just fresh out this month. So any other questions or are we going to enter now?
Next live is Monday at
1 o'clock on Monday. We are going to do live. So put that in your alarm in your phone. So you and Linda will be here. We'll have her as well. She's super fun. There'll be some learning going on in that live, as well as we might talk you into a few projects that you have to add to your collection. So again, remember, watch this on YouTube again if you're going to watch it over. And we appreciate all your support. I haven't been on for a while because, like I said, I don't want to come on here every week and make you blow your budget. So I took a couple weeks off to get some things finished. but we appreciate your business, and we have some awesome news coming up that I will share with you very, very, very soon.